None of us can presume to know the mind of God, but what we can trust in His perfect plan and in His perfect timing. The reason I'm doing this video is because I don't want anyone I know, anyone who follows this channel to give it to any kind of despair or discouragement or frustration or fear and anxiety because I'm the first to say we're in very difficult times, and I think every video brings that home. But um, the reason I'm saying this is a lot of people I understand are hoping for a rapture so that they can avoid any kind of tribulation, any kind of persecution. But this is what I want you to reflect on. Let's say you're not raptured out of here. Let's say that He calls you for something different. What if He actually is calling you to shed your blood for Him, to be a martyr for Him, to proclaim Him, and in your testimony, give witness to Him, and thus be part of His great harvest and bring souls to Him? This is a beautiful thing. This is a wonderful thing. This is not a thing to be afraid of. It's not a thing to be afraid of because He will be right with you. He will be right with me if that's what I'm called to, by my side, giving me the words, giving me the courage. Alone, alone, I would be like Chicken Little. Alone, I would be just trembling in fear. Brought, I even, I used to think about it about a year ago, like, oh, what's going to happen when they come for me? And, it'd get me all anxious thinking about it. Because I was thinking of doing it on my own again. Of course not. On my own, I'd have heart failure. They wouldn't even get me out the door before I had heart failure. I'm sure of it. But see, if that is what He has planned for me, that's a glorious thing. To stand up for Him, to give testimony of Him and His Word, and to proclaim Him in any way. And so I know that He will give me the tools, He'll give me the strength, He'll give me, again, the words to speak what I need to speak. He promises it in Scripture. Do not worry about what you will say, because He will speak for you. So that is a thing to look forward to. A thing that's, I can't imagine a greater vocation to actually be called to be a martyr for Jesus and to shed your blood for Him. Yes, if you think about the whole thing, but here's the other thing. My accounts of martyrdom, people that have martyred, a lot of times they don't feel any pain. They really don't, because they're they're so absorbed with Jesus, they just boom. It's over and done with, and then you're there by Jesus forever in His glorious kingdom. But I think if you're waiting for a rapture, if you're waiting just to be whisked out of here, that you're going to avoid any kind of suffering, carrying your cross, be called to testify in His name, you might be sorely disappointed. And I don't want you to be. I don't want anyone to give up hope or be discouraged, because there's no reason to. I mean, like I've just said, what greater calling? What greater thing to do than to lay down your life for Him, as He laid down His life for us? It's a small thank you as far as I'm concerned. Very small thank you. So what do? I pray to be faithful. I pray not to be a coward. I pray for courage, because there's no cowards in heaven. Only brave men and women get to heaven. But it's grace. It's all grace. Nothing is in us. Nothing comes from us. But be not afraid. Be of good cheer. For whatever He requires of us, He'll be there to support us. And know this, that those that are of the world, they have nothing We have everything because we have Jesus, and He will not abandon us. That is your hope. So be not discouraged, have no despair, no thought of darkness, but only hope, hope,